Navigator.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Ujjal, sir.
Yes.
I'm
Good
Kumar
afternoon.
by University Library.
Babu.
So, welcome to you in our session.
Okay.
Sir, we will start our session from 2:30 onwards.
Okay. No problem.
Okay. Sir. Shall we start, sir?
Yes.
So good afternoon to all the participants and speakers. Hi, I am Shukul Kumar, today's session moderator. This is the third session of Library Colloquium webinar series. So today's topic is from discovery to dissemination, AI across the research lifecycle. It refers to how artificial intelligence streamlines and enhance every stage of research from identifying relevant literature using the tools like Semantic Scholar and Elicit to summarize studies, suggesting methodologies, analyzing complex data, and assisting in writing with tools such as the Grammarly and ChatGPT. It also improved the publication and dissemination through the plagiarism check, journal recommendations, and impact tracking, making the research faster and data driven while still requiring the ethical and responsible use. We are welcoming our speaker, Dr. Ujjal Marjit, System in Charge, Center for the Information Resource Management from University of Kalyani. Dr. Marjit is currently serving as the head of Center for the Information Resource Management at University of Kalyani, holding advanced qualification in computer science and library science, including the PhD in computer science and engineering. He has built a strong interdisciplinary profile. He also holds several national responsibilities, including the Nodal Officer for NIRF, NED, National Mission on Education through the Information and Communication Technology Project, Vidwan Expert Database, and other projects. He also served as a technical coordinator for the UGC InfoNet project. His research and the professional interest focuses on the applications of artificial intelligence in academic research, including the literature review, citation management, data analysis, and innovative teaching methodologies. He has also served as a visiting researcher at Norwegian University of Science and Technology and enhanced the academic collaboration across the multiple countries. As a course coordinator and invited speaker, he has conducted many faculty development programs, workshops, and given invited lectures at the premium institute of across the India. Today, Dr. Marjit will explain an overview of AI tools, their roles, and their application across the research lifecycle. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please
Okay.
continue.
So at the very outset, I would like to thank the organizing committee for giving me such opportunity to share some AI tools, AI concept, tips and techniques in order to make your research more productive. So good afternoon all, and good afternoon respected organizers, colleagues and dear participants. So it's a pleasure to speak on topic that is rapidly transforming the way we conduct research. Okay. From, as you see, the title is From Discovery to Disseminations, AI across the research life cycle. So today research is no longer a linear, time-consuming fact, means time-consuming process. So with the integration of artificial intelligence, it has become smarter and faster and more robust and efficient. So again, I would like to tell you that no technical and core knowledge of artificial intelligence is required for these sessions. The objective of this session is how you can use the AI tools, AI concept, techniques, tips to expedite the literature review, to boost your academic writing, and disseminating the knowledge. So, suppose let us begin with discovery phase, because my title is here From Discovery to Disseminations. So, traditionally, means identifying a research problem required extensive manual reading. Today, you think at present you are using the Google, okay? And if you type any, if I open the Google, now you type in any keywords. So you are going to get near about 2 crore results on a single particular keywords. So as a faculty members or researchers, it's a very difficult task to select the reliable, relevant content for literature review, literature survey, and if you extend it for academic writing. So today, AI-powered tools, if you use, can scan thousands of research papers within seconds. Okay. Identifying gaps, if you want to identify a gap, how to identify the gap. So AI tool will help you. And it suggests relevant topics and even map emerging trends. So this enables you to focus on meaningful and impact problems. Okay. So I will definitely share some tools that are very much reliable, effective, and you can enhance your research process by using these AI tools without knowing the core AI technologies. So non-technical people and anyone can use these tools for your research purpose. But you keep in mind that it will not, AI will not replace you. AI will help you. And you can think of it as an research assistance, right? So as you are going to use the AI tools for academic purpose, you can use for education purpose, for teaching learning purpose, even in your field, particularly in e-governance, medical science, higher educations. So you have to have some ideas about few terminologies of artificial intelligence. And that is why I am going to share with you such terminologies also, so that non-technical people can understand what is AI. Okay, AI is nothing new. It has been launched in 1949, but still nowadays people are thinking about the AI across their research life cycle. Okay, so it's a very good important thing. Why should, first of all, you have to have idea, why should I use AI, right? You can ask me, why should I use AI tools? As there is a lot of traditional existing tools in order to conduct the literature review, to expedite the literature survey, for analyzing the data, for academic writing purpose. So why? What has been changed? Why should I use the AI tools?
Sorry, sir, for disturbing you. Sir,
Yes.
are you moving your slides? So because
No, no,
we
no,
are
no.
uh,
I am going to
okay,
move it. Okay. Just I
okay,
am taking
okay,
it.
sir.
No problem. It's okay. Now see. So why I use AI tools, right? Because you see, I am opening Google Scholar. Okay, first, just a minute. If you would, Google Scholar. Okay, we just open the Google Scholar, and now you type AI in education, and you see you will be given 75 lakhs results in 0.06 seconds. But as a researcher, you are not going to collect those reliable, relevant papers or documents that are very much close to your topics, AI in education, that has been surfaced in page number 100. No one will search page number 100, right? No one will browse page number 3000. But you can see the important papers has been surfaced in page number 3000. Means you are going to miss that reliable, relevant content or paper or the documents because it has been surfaced, it has been displayed in page number 3000. So that is why I am going to use the AI tools. Now, if you see AI in education in Google Scholar, the first few papers that are very much close or relevant to the topics AI in education. But if you scroll down it below and go to below, then you will see that papers are not very much relevant to their content. So that's a big problem. And Google Scholar doesn't have its own database. It will not provide you the particular things after searching all the things, all the databases, all the datasets. So why we urge you to, that is why I am going to use the AI tools. And now you see, if you want to access this paper, for each paper, you have to open each tabs and you have to jump tab to tab. And if you open 100 tabs, then you have to access and you have to open the 100 tabs separately. So it's a huge task for a faculty members or researchers. So that is why I am going to use the AI tools. If you think of it in terms of academics research, so if you use the AI tools, it will faster your literature review. Again, I am telling you, it will not conduct the literature review on behalf of you, but it will help you to expedite or faster the literature review, right? So you can efficiently or discover the research gap. How to identify the research gaps? It will never give you by the Google. If you use the Google, Google will not tell you how to identify the research gap. So there are various types of facilities are available if you use the AI tools. Okay. And if you see, if you want to conduct the literature using the deep research technology. So deep research technology means it supports deep research and insight generations. So better research productivity, interdisciplinary insights, and you can also get the very much relevant content. If you want to access the paper that has been published after particular year or before particular year, separately you can access those papers. So that is the main thing I am going to use the AI tools. You can think of it as a research assistance, not replacement of scholars or faculty members, right? So now again, just a minute. Uh, Now I am going to share with you few terminologies that are very much relevant and required when you use the AI tools in order to enhance our academic research. So what type of things we can do it using the AI tools? If you see the across, my topic is AI across research cycle, right? Means discovery phase, literature review stage. If you want to design your research and data analysis phase, and next, if you think the last two stages, that is the writing and drafting and dissemination of stage. Dissemination stage means how AI can help in each stages. And for each and every stage, there are separate AI tools. And I have selected those tools only that are free, premium, and few are premium. You have to pay if you want to take the advanced facilities. As I have been playing around with these tools since 2022, there are tons of tools out there. But I have selected only those tools that are very much effective and to make your research more productive, right? So now I am going to share some AI tools. So I am going to discuss with you AI powered literature review, AI enabled academic writing, AI enhanced peer review, AI powered data analysis, how you can use the AI in order to summarize the paper, and AI driven note taking. And using AI, you can review your paper before submissions, how to avoid desk rejection, how to control the writer blocks. So various things that are involved with your research activities, AI will help you, but as an assistant, not as an replacement. Okay. Now, what is artificial intelligence? I am going to share with you 6 or 7 terminologies that are very much required. That is number one, artificial intelligence. Number two, generative AI. Number three, hallucinations. Number four, large language models. Number five, biased AI biasness. And number six, agentic AI and AI agent. And number seven, deep research. And I will not use the technical terminologies. I am going to share it with you so that as a non-technical person, as a non-AI person, can understand these terminologies. Then I am going to start demonstrating about the AI tools, how you can use for literature review, how you can use for academic writing purpose, how you can generate the abstract title, and even how you can detect the AI, how to humanize the AI generated content. But again, I am telling you, most of you are at present using the ChatGPT, but I am not going to talk about the ChatGPT in this session. Mostly I use various type of tools that has been developed and designed for academic research purpose. So first terminology is that is the AI. So what is AI? Artificial intelligence refers to basically computational system capable of performing tasks and that typically require human intelligence, such as learning, reasoning, and decision making. Okay. So artificial intelligence is the ability of a machine or computer system. They can perform a task normally require human intelligence. Right. If you think in terms of academic example, so using machine learning algorithms to analyze at a database, transcriptometric database or any data set to identify some expressions of patterns. Okay, that is the example. Means you are going to use the artificial intelligence to analyze data, make decision, and generate content based on the patterns they have already learned. Right. If you see ChatGPT suggesting research ideas, Google Maps finding the fastest route automatically, that is artificial intelligence. But whatever hype today about the AI, why? The main thing is the generative AI. So what is the difference between generative generation and extraction? Generation means extraction means it will extract the particular portion from a document or paper and it will surface in front of you so that you can get the proper content. Okay, means excerpt of the content. But generation means it will create the new content against your English like instructions, that is called the prompt. So what type of prompt you are going to use? Based on that prompt, artificial intelligence will give you the proper answer. So what is generative AI? Generative AI basically is a subset or type of artificial intelligence, you can say, that can create new content. That can create new content. As it is generating the new content, that is why it is called generative AI. And in this session, and most of the tools today you are using, that is fully based on the generative AI. Okay? Because generative AI basically a subset of the artificial intelligence. Right? So new content means it can generate audio, it can generate video, it can generate music, it can generate programming code and images and content, but how? Based on patterns learned from existing data. So that is called the generative AI. So generative AI is most important thing. As I already mentioned, the AI Second portion is generative AI. And at the very outset, I have already informed you, no core knowledge of artificial intelligence is required for this session, but you have to have some ideas about few terminologies. Hello?
Please continue. Please continue.
Okay. So that is why I am going to use the generative AI. So generating a structured literature review, draft, or creating synthetic data sets for training models in any research. That is the example of academic example of generative AI. Okay. Now I am going to share with you that is the large language model. As time is too short because I have been asked to deliver all the things within 1.5 an hour. So it's a very difficult task for me, but it's a more informative session because I am going to share only those tools. You can explore it yourself after completing this session. Okay. So now the third terminology is that is the large language model. Okay. Large language model. So what is large language model? At present, you are using ChatGPT. Okay. And if you, I am going to open ChatGPT. Okay. Just wait, ChatGPT. And you just type a prompt. What is Open Educational Resources, OER. Okay. This is called the prompt. Once you give the prompt, against this prompt, it will generate the content. Now you hit the button, it will generate the content. Okay. So it will generate the content using the large language model. Means you are using ChatGPT and you are giving or you have typed in the prompt, and using that prompt, it will collect the information from large language model. So large language model is nothing. It's a advanced deep learning models trained on large text corpora to understand and generate human-like language. Right? So large language model, you can think of it as big programming models. From there, they have trained all the data, whatever they received. So using a large language model to summarize multiple research articles and produce a comparative analysis of methodologies. So large language model is nothing but a programming model. Once you type in the prompt will go to the large language model, and based on the large language prediction after prediction, it will give you the results. Means it is generating the content against the prompt that you have typed in. Means what is OER? But what is OER is a bad prompt. Because if you want to get the proper content or proper things using the artificial intelligence models, then you keep in mind you have to write the proper prompt. Then only you are going to collect the exact output from the large language model. Suppose you are going to write a research paper. If you write here in ChatGPT, write a research paper on the topic, suppose AI in education. So it will take time. It will give information that are not very much important or relevant to the content. But if you use at the very outset of the prompt, act as a professor of 20 years experience and act as a researcher, then you write the prompt, then you are going to get the proper output. So that is why the instruction like language, that is called the prompt. Okay. So as I already discussed the large language model and prompt, So prompt is nothing but the input or instructions given to an AI model to generate a response. And there are various type of prompts: chain of thought, instructor-based prompt. You see, the simple prompt, right? They explain climate change in simple terms. It's a simple prompt. But at the same time, if you see, the complex prompt means write a 3-paragraph summary on AI in agriculture with example and citations. So that is the complex prompt. And prompt engineering. What is prompt engineering? If you want to collect the main informations or exact output using the artificial intelligence model, then you have to give time, you have to write proper prompt, you have to follow the various type of format, template, so that artificial intelligence can recognize what type of informations would you like to collect using the AI models. And the art and science of crafting the effective prompts to get the best results from the AI module. That is called the prompt engineering, right? So prompt engineering nothing but a arts and science of the crafting effective prompts to get in order to get the best results from the AI models. Means that is the large language model, because you are writing prompt in order to get the content, and if you want to get the best content, then you have to write the best prompt so that large language model can provide the exact content against your prompt. So that is why prompt engineering is most one of the important things. If you give the proper prompt, so you are going to get the proper results. So prompt engineering give clear instructions, setting role, as I already informed. They act as a librarian, explaining AI. So these types of prompts in generative AI. So there are various types of prompts in generative AI. I am not going to discuss it because it will take time. Suppose instructional prompt, question prompt. So there are various types of prompt, means you are going to use the, or you are going to help the prompt engineering. So using prompt engineering, if you write the good prompt, then only you are going to get the good results from the artificial intelligence, right? Now zero shot prompt, chain of thought prompt, contextual prompt, formatting prompt means purpose. Suppose contextual prompt. The purpose of contextual prompt is to provide background or context before the task. So for example, you are writing a research paper on climate change. So write the introduction paragraph. So that is the thing of prompts. And now I am going to share with you new terminologies, that is the hallucinations. Hallucinations happens when artificial intelligence gives false, fabricated, made up, and wrong informations, but that looks correct, but is not. So it will pretend. Suppose you have given here, you open ChatGPT and you just write, what is blockchain? Okay, what is blockchain? So it will generate, because it is a generative AI, it will generate the content about the blockchain. But you don't know whether the content is fake, fabricated, false, made up, or wrong information. But it will give you the information. So you have to check it. So hallucination means it refers to instances where artificial intelligence generates false, fabricated, made up, or misleading information that appears plausible. So it is not actually, actually means not, it is not factually correct. Suppose I am giving an example here. You see. Suppose you ask, who invented the telephone? ChatGPT, suppose AI responds, the telephone was invented by Thomas Edison in 1875. Means you just typed in the prompt, who invented the telephone, and AI responds, the telephone was invented by Thomas Edison in 1875. That's a wrong fact. But the actual fact is, the telephone was invented by Alexander Graham Bell in 875, I think. So that is the hallucinations. The actual fact is, the telephone was invented by Alexander Graham Bell in 1876. And if you see, sometimes many researchers at present are generating research paper using ChatGPT, Claude, Mistral, Gemini, DeepSeek. But if you see the where is the hallucinations, an AI tool, I'm not going to take the name, an AI tool citing non-existent journal articles or incorrect DOI, means digital object identifier numbers, in a research paper draft. Okay? Means it will generate fake DOI, it will generate fake citation, it will generate fake author names. So you have to check it with the verified sources in order to avoid the hallucinations. Okay? Now, Copilot, what is Copilot? Copilot is nothing, means you are using ChatGPT or any type of AI tools, and within AI tools, when again you are using the AI, means that is a Copilot. Means within AI tools, you are again using the AI, that is a Copilot. Right? So Copilot is an AI assistant that works alongside humans to help with tasks like writing, coding, designing, and researching. Right? And now, last terminologies, the deep research. I'm not going to tell you the agentic AI, because agentic AI is a good thing, but anyone, non-technical people nowadays can use the agentic AI. No programming code or computer science code is required in order to develop any applications that is based on the agentic AI. Right? From arts background, science background, humanities background, engineering background, anyone can use the agentic AI to develop or design the tools or chatbot or any other products that is fully based on the AI. Means it can automatically handle all the things. So agentic AI, what is agentic AI? Right? Suppose AI agent, what is AI agent? AI agent means, suppose if you want to transfer 5 files from E drive to D drive, right? So you have to open first E drive, then you select all the files, then right click on the files and copy. Then again you open the D drive, right click on that, then paste. So it will take time. But if you use AI agents, it will work automatically without human intervention. So that is called the AI agent. But what is agentic AI? Agentic AI means more than one AI agents when they will work each others and will collaborate each others in order to perform a particular task. That is called the agentic AI. So agentic AI refers to artificial intelligence systems that capable of autonomously performing multi-step tasks and making decisions, interacting with tools. It can take other tools to help to achieve the defined goals. So I've given an example, academic example of agentic AI so that you can understand. An AI agent that searches database, extract relevant papers from the database, summarize the findings, and compiles a draft research report without continuous human intervention or human input. That is the example of agentic AI. Okay, you see the deep research. What is deep research? It's a very important thing, and you see the deep research technology first developed by the ChatGPT. You see here ChatGPT, and now Science you see the deep research technology. So what is this is the deep research. What is deep research, right? So deep research means it involves comprehensive multi-source iterative analysis of a large data set, or you can say literature using AI to uncover complex insights. I am giving a simple example. Suppose you are going to conduct the literature review. So first of all, one agent will cover the database. Second agent will extract the relevant paper. Third AI agent will see, say it will synthesize, it will scanning, and seventh AI agent will write on behalf of you, summarize. So there are 10 agents. They are acting each other for conducting the literature review. That is called the agentic AI. So using agentic AI or deep research technology, you see deep research. Okay. Suppose I am going to conduct the literature review, right? Using deep research. Okay. So you just write here, conduct literature review, conduct literature review on AI in education. Okay. Once you type in and see, click here. So you will be given options. You will be given 5 options. Because AI in education, you are going to conduct the literature review, that is the vague term. You have to define. Actually, I would like to extract the themes on applications, learning outcomes, ethics, and evaluation method. Then you start. Okay. Now you see researching. Researching means it is now searching the proper sources in order to get the proper paper or research papers. And if you type in a prompt in ChatGPT and hit the enter button, it will take few seconds to generate the content. But if you use the deep research technology, then you would like to conduct the literature review, then it will take near about 10 minutes to give you the reply. Means it will first search, it will check the validity, it will sorting it, it will scan it, it will synthesize it. So lot of things are involved in order to conduct the literature review, and at the end of the day, you are going to collect the comprehensive literature review report using the deep research technology of the ChatGPT. Now you see the another tool is SciSpace. Okay, SciSpace, they have also introduced the part that is called the deep review. Okay, ChatGPT has named it deep research, and SciSpace uses a deep review. You just select the deep review using SciSpace deep research on write or conduct literature review on AI in education. Okay. So it will generate the content that is used for the, so it will take time. So if you want to conduct the literature review or literature survey using AI tools or based on the deep research technology, then you can use the tool SciSpace undermined ChatGPT, and I'm going to open the slides now. You see. Okay. These are the tools you can use for conducting the literature review based on the deep research. You see, I have already demonstrated OpenAI, SciSpace, and you can use the tool Elicit for conducting the literature review, but they have named it technical report. And you see Stanford University Storm. So I am going to open the Storm. Okay. Storm, it is developed by, if you want to conduct the deep research, you just use, see here, the deep research with data. You just select the data storm and now write your topic. So it will generate the comprehensive literature review along with its references. Okay. Now you can see the perplexity. They have also introduced the deep research technology. So deep research means it will thoroughly search the database, and from that database, it will extract the particular relevant content against your topic. It will scan it, it will synthesize it, and it will write the project report of literature survey along with its references with the verified sources. Means the hallucination, most of the thing, many cases, hallucination is more or less. Right. So these are the tools. I am not going to demonstrate all the tools. The Future House is a nice tool for, you can use the agentic AI concept also here. Okay. Now, as I already mentioned, why should I use the AI tools? But I am going to share with two terminologies in 1 minute. AI literacy and AI fluency. So AI literacy means, AI literacy is the foundational understanding of what artificial intelligence is, right? Means how it works at basic level, and its ethical, social, and practical implications. That is AI literacy. Means you have to have some foundational understanding about the artificial intelligence and how it works. Because the key focus of AI literacy is awareness and understanding. So, suppose if you want to conduct a workshop on AI literacy, so it includes basic concept, ethical issues, because as you know, the bias, privacy, hallucination, as I already mentioned. So, if you think AI literacy in terms of the research scholar, for how do they use? So a PhD scholar understand that an AI tool like ChatGPT can summarize literature but may generate incorrect citations. So they manually verify sources. So that is the AI literacy. But AI fluency means basically it is the ability to effectively and strategically use AI tools to solve some problems that are complex, and it can create some outputs, and you can integrate to your workflows. So what it includes means, if you know how to write the proper prompt, means you have the ability. So that is the AI fluency. You can select the tool based on algorithm, based on the performance, means that is the AI fluency. So a researcher used ChatGPT to draft a literature review, okay, but Jotaro for citation management. So AI-based analytic tools to interpret data while refining prompts to improve the output quality. So Jotaro, you have already heard the term Jotaro. That's a reference management software tool. And any tool, AI tool that I am going to share with you, you can integrate with the Jotaro tool. That is the main important things, right? So you see, now why should I use the AI tools? Again, you see here. Now I am going to use or share with you few tools. As I already shared, some tools for conducting the literature review, but based on deep research, deep review, technical report. Okay. The name of the tools are Undermined. Undermined, you see, you just type Undermined. It's a nice tool for conducting the literature review. You just use here, sign up for free. Okay. Get started. And now you just register it, then you select you just type in your topic in order to conduct the literature review. And already I have seen the Storm, Future House, Grok 3, Perplexity, SciSpace, and ChatGPT for conducting the literature review within minutes. So if you use the traditional tool, so it will take huge time to generate the report of literature review. Right. Now, what is swallow research and deep research? Swallow research means surface level understanding, I mean limited sources. But deep research, as I already demonstrated, you see, suppose if you use the swallow research, so reading 2 blog posts and a Wikipedia entry to write a paragraph on climate change. Tools for this purpose we often use, that is the Google search, summary article, ChatGPT. But if you use the deep research, means it will analyze 20 peer-reviewed papers, government reports to assess climate change policy impacts. So semantic scholar, Scopus, ChatGPT with citations, verifications you can use, right? Now, literature review. So if you use the AI tools, you can identify the research gaps. So as you know, there are various type of research gaps: knowledge gap, evidence gap, empirical gap. And due to lack of time, I am not able to demonstrate these things, but I can clearly identify so how we can get the knowledge gap, evidence gap, methodological gap using the various type of tools, right? So this is the step-by-step process. Not possible to share, but I am going to share few tools so that you can use it. So you see the AI tools for literature review. Then I will use few technology tips and techniques to boost your academic writing using AI tools and some few unknown tools that are very much effective in order to write your academic paper. Okay. So AI tools for literature reviews. You see, I am going to share the first one, the literature. The name of the tool, the literature. Okay. The literature tool. You see, you just give 2 questions, and based on 2 questions, this tool will generate the comprehensive literature review along with its references. Right? You see. And it has a recommended system. Once you type in the topic, it will recommend you searching various type of topics. So you see, I am going to select here how do in silico methods compare traditional techniques. And then critical literature review I have selected. and click on I agree to the terms of use and just hit the submit button. Within 15 seconds, within 15 to 30 seconds, it will generate the comprehensive, robust literature review report along with its references and the insight references as well. You see the report. Okay. This article, TLDR means too late did not read, evidence analysis, and you see the references inside text. And not only that, at the end of the report, you will see the references. Okay. So it will take only 15 seconds or maximum 30 seconds to generate the literature review. So the second tool for literature review, I am going to share with you, that is the connected paper. You just explore it because it is not possible this time, because whatever topics I have selected for the sessions, it will take near about 10 to 15 days if you want to explore all those things. But you just get the idea about what type of AI tools are there for academic purpose. So you have come to the right place. Right, see, why should I use the connected paper tools? You can tell me, why should I use various type of AI tools for particular one literature review process? Yes, it's a good question, because each and every tool has their unique features. Connected papers, why should I use? Because if I want to collect the papers that have been published before particular year, you see, just open the connected papers and you see there this blockchain. I am going to type it blockchain, and it has a recommender system. I am going to select this one. So this is the base paper. Means the topic of my literature review is blockchains and smart contracts for the Internet of Things. It has been published in 2016. And you see here the graph and relationship among the authors, papers, co-citations, everything you will get once you explore this. Right? Now I am going to collect the papers that has been published before 2016. You just click on prior works and you see 1982, 2014, 2022, all the papers that have been published before 2016, because the base paper is 2016. Now I am going to get such type of papers that has been published after 2016. Then click on derivation works. You see, whatever paper you have received that has been published after 2016, and not only that, you can sort it according to the citations. Okay, you see the top citations here that has been published before, after 2016, and there. Now you can click here. You see the report. Not only that, from here you can generate the open graph, and you open in Semantic Scholar. You can get the publisher page, means digital objective identifier, and even you can open it using the Google Scholar. Once you click on the Google Scholar, you will be taken to this page, and now see here. Okay, and now from here, you how many times citations cite. That is the tool you can use for the literature. Another tool that is called the Insightful. Insightful.xyz. Okay, you just search or you just type in paper title, digital object identifier, or ARXIV URL. ARXIV URL means preprint server. You can also give the URL of the paper of ARXIV preprint server. Okay. Now I am going to type here blockchain. Okay. Once I type a blockchain, so I am going to select this one. Okay. And now search. Click on search. And now view graph. You see. The insight pool provides you, this is your base paper. IoT security, review blockchain solutions, open challenges. How many times it has been cited, citing, which years it has been published, whether it is open access or not, and the graph report. Now, see. So, if you want to conduct literature review on topic IoT security, if you use this insightful tool, it will tell you and surface it in front of you the similar papers, first of all. Second, most important papers that are close or relevant to your topics, and review papers based on your topics. You see, most recent papers and recent papers by top 100 authors in your field, right? So if you want to know about a topic, most recent papers, most relevant papers, top recent papers, top 100 research papers, review papers on that topic, and upcoming authors, top institutions, top journals, similar journals, then you can use this insightful tool. Means it will help you to get the proper information about your topic so that it can expedite your literature review and you can write it on time. And it will reduce huge time. Right? So that is the main important things that insightful. And now another tool for literature review, that is a consensus. Consensus, if you use the consensus tool for literature review, then it can give you the nice thing. See, suppose try deep research. What mechanisms? Oh, you just create an account, then you can, here you can also use the deep research. Without deep research, you can also use. So researcher will tell you about the papers that this paper is very good paper, and based on consensus, you are going to give the proper one. Based on the research scholar faculty members' opinions, they are going to give you the particular papers for your literature review. Now, I am going to use the another tool, that is the SciSpace for literature review. Okay. Why should I use SciSpace tool? Because suppose in your field, you just type in, okay, you just type in, click on literature review, okay. And now you just type in, how does climate change impact biodiversity? This is the topic of your literature review. So what it will do, the SciSpace will first collect the top 5 papers in this field about your keywords, about your topics. How does climate change impact biodiversity? And from that 5 papers, it will mix up and create a knowledge base, and based on knowledge base, it will give you the proper summary. So it will select the paper based on quality journal, impact factor, citations, Scopus, Web of Science Index, and their value, and consensus. So based on that topic, it will select the most top 5 papers. Not only that, from using that 5 papers, it will create a knowledge base. And from that knowledge base, it will summarize the proper content that are very much reliable, relevant to your topic. How does climate change impact biodiversity? That is the main important things I am going to use the AI tools. Google, Yahoo, search engine, they will never give you such type of information. There are 3 types of search engine. First of all, general search engine like Google, Yahoo, Alta Vista, they are the traditional search engine. In order to solve the issues, some few tools for academicians have been developed. That is the core. You can use the core. It's a search engine. You see, world's largest collection of open access research paper, but that is not AI powered. But it's a search engine. You can access it only for accessing the academic content, because this is not a traditional search engine. And you see another traditional search engine, a academic search engine, that is the base. Battlefield academic search engine. It is also a search engine. You can search 479362583 documents from 12,211 content providers. But it will provide only academic content, but that is not AI powered. But if you want to know about the AI powered search engine, then you can use the semantic scholar, SciSpace, consensus, dimensions, and Copilot. So there are a lot of things you can use for academic search engine purpose or academic conducting literature review purpose. So you see here, as I already mentioned, lit maps, the literature I have demonstrated, insightful I have demonstrated, SciSpace I have demonstrated it, connected papers demonstrated, undermined I have already demonstrated. Now lit maps. Lit maps, it will literature maps or open knowledge graphs. Open knowledge graph. The name of the tool, open knowledge graph. So open knowledge graph, I am going to use the base. You see, I have already opened here base search engine tool, and now I am going to select it base, and now my topic is digital education. So once you click in the digital education or type in, you will be taken to this page, and in this page you will see there are a lot of circles overlapped, and in a circle, within the circle, that papers have been accumulated which are very much close to each other in terms of relevancy, in terms of reliability. So you see, I am going to open this one, and these papers are very much related to each other in order to conduct a literature review. Once you click on this paper and you see the right hand face, and from right hand face you see the whereabouts that paper. Not only that, you can also access PDF paper. If you want to access the PDF paper that are very much available using the Google, then you can type Google Scholar, Google. Now type, suppose academic writing, okay? Then you just type file type, PDF. So only PDF file will display that are available, okay? Okay, sorry, sir. Okay. So you just type it, you will get it, right? So for literature review, and you now see the lit maps. Lit map is also a discover the world of scientific literature using DOI, PubMed, or preprint server ID, or you can also use the keywords. Once you type in the keywords, you are going to get if you want to visualize it, you can discover it. So that is the main important thing. So you can ask me, what is the difference between discovery and search? Okay. So search is nothing, it's a query driven process where the user looks for specific known information using keywords. Okay, means you know what you are looking for, right? That is the search. But discovery means it is an exploratory process. As I told you that search is a query driven process, it's a exploratory process where new, unknown, unexpected information is uncovered. And that is why often assisted by artificial intelligence or recommendation system. Means you are going to collect the unknown, unexpected information. So you don't know, you don't know exactly what you will find. So that is the main thing, the search and discovery. So example in search means, suppose you just type in Google nano fertilizer impact on crop yield for 2026 or 2022 in Google Scholar to find exact papers. But discovery means actually while serving literature review, while serving literature, AI suggests emerging topics. Like if I say the nano-driven example, so it will give you the details leading to new research direction. That is the difference. So search finds what you asked for, and discovery reveals what you didn't know to ask. That is the difference. So Litmaps is a good mapping, literature review, literature mapping tool used by many researcher students across the countries, and it's a nice tool. You just explore it yourself. Okay. I have only 23 minutes left. So I am not going to discuss it in detail because I am going to now discuss in the academic writing. So how to identify research gap, how to, if you want to identify the research gap, or if you want to design the research or design the research process, visualize the process, then you can use these tools step by step. Okay. Suppose in discovery phase, you can use this tool, literature review, or sometimes you can use for dissemination or research design. If you want to identify the research gap, then I will tell you answer this IO. Answer this IO is a nice tool for identifying the research gap. Okay. You see, you just sign in. And you see here, the find papers, literature review, data analysis, research gaps. Click on research gap. Now enter a research topic to find the gaps. You just enter your research topic in order to find gaps. So these are the tools, and now I am naming some tools here. You see dimensions, Kineas. Research Rabbit is one of the most important tools. You can use it for free, and it's a good tools because you just give the first paper, and based on that papers, it will give you 300 or 400 reliable relevant papers. And from that papers, you just select any one, then you just add it to the base paper. Now you will have two papers. And this tool will treat that two papers as a seed paper. Then again, we start discarding the new one that are very much relevant to your two papers. So that if you repeat this process, then can you easily conduct that literature review within hours. That is the beauty of the tool Research Rabbit. Elicit, nice tool, Elicit. Okay, and System Pro, Evidence Hunt. These tools are basically developed for the biomedical, medical, and PubMed who are using the database for that researches. And now Carrot 2 is a nice tool. It's a free tool. Open knowledge maps, I have already Pure Suggest is a nice tool for literature review. Lumina, Paper Finder, Storm. So it's a tool for, it's a comparative chart sheet of similar tools like Consensus, Cite AI, Perplexity, Mirror Think, Undermined. I have, what is the website? So this is the main thing for literature review. Okay, now I am going to share with you few tools, tips, and techniques for academic writing. At present, we are using Google Docs, MS Word, LaTeX, MikTeX for writing the paper. But if you use the AI tool, you can generate the template, you can generate the content, you can generate the paper, entire paper. But when it comes to academic writing, means it's a clear, formal, and structured way of writing used in college or sometimes college or some things. So examples of academic writing means research papers, and I am mainly focused on the research papers because when it comes to academic writing, there are two concepts. Number one, writer blocks, and number two, text rejection. Okay. So what is writer blocks? What is writer blocks? Okay. So writer blocks is basically is a temporary inability to generate ideas or produce written content despite having the intention or need to write. I am giving an example. Suppose you have completed your research works. You have used AI across the research cycle. Now you are ready to write your paper. You have collected references, you have generated pictures, you have created tables, and you have also collected contents. But when you are going to write the paper, you are not able to write that paper because lack of clarity in research directions, information overload, or sometimes stress, anxiety to perform well. So that is why I am going to use the AI tools. Means I am going to give you an example of writer block. Suppose a researcher working on a literature review struggles to begin writing because they are unsure how to organize multiple conflicting studies into a coherent narrative. It's a very difficult task for a researcher to write the introduction part, literature review part. That is why I am going to use the AI, because it will help you to start writing. Then you can, so how AI helps overcome writer blocks? You just generate just fast. You just open any generative AI software, suppose Paperpal, like the tool, okay, SciSpace, Academic GPT, you can use for writing. So how artificial intelligence tools help overcome writer blocks? So in order to overcome it, first you generate draft outlines to get started. Okay. And you provide summaries of papers for clarity. And suggest you can also take help sentence starters, transitions from one paragraph to another paragraph, transitions, rephrasing, structuring content, and not only that, additionally brainstorming for ideas. So start imperfectly, but clarity emerges through writing, not before it. So you use the AI tools in order to overcome the writer blocks. Is it clear? And the second thing I am going to share with you, that is the desk rejection. It is one of the most important thing for faculty members, early stage career researchers, research associate, PhD scholars. Very much important. What is desk rejection? We have to face many times. And in the age of AI, it's a very difficult task to uh, um, give the proper things like desk rejection. So desk rejection is when a manuscript is rejected by a journal editor before it's sent for peer review. That is called the desk rejection. Means you have completed your academic writing or generated research papers and you are going to submit it. So what is desk rejection here? The desk rejection is when a manuscript is rejected by the editor of the journal house before it's sent to for peer review. So why it happens? As you know, common reasons, many times out of scope of the journal, without visiting the scope of the journals, many times we submit our paper. And second reasons like weak means lack novelty, low novelty or weak contribution, and many times manuscript structure, writing quality, methodological flows, the lack of proper formatting. Many times we avoid the template of journal house, abstract unclear. So there are a lot of reasons. That is why it happens. Means desk rejection happens. Right? So how to avoid it? That is why I am going to use the AI tools. Okay. So if I give an example of desk rejection, a paper on suppose AI in agriculture, okay, submitted to a purely clinical medical journal, so gets rejected at the editorial stage. Why? Due to scope mismatch without peer review. As I already mentioned, why it happens, the common reasons out of scope of the journal. So if you follow or if you use the AI tools, then you can avoid it. So for the sake of simplicity at the very outset, I am going to select one of my papers. Here you see. Okay. So in order to generate the title, here I am going to use the tool Rightful. Okay, Rightful. Now click widgets and generate abstract generator. Okay. And if you paste your abstract here, so I am going to open, just click the abstract, copy the abstract, and now paste here. So once you paste here and generate abstract, it will give you the title. Okay. Sorry. Excuse me, sorry. No. If you want to generate the title, then open the Rightful tool. and click widgets, then click on title generator. So in order to generate the title of your research papers, many times we have to sit together. We have to call the researcher colleagues and sit together to decide which topics or titles is better for the paper. And we have to face many challenges. So in order to alleviate such issues, I am going to use the tool Writeful. Click on title generator, then open it and paste your abstract. Once you paste your abstract and generate title, you see the right hand side, the title has been generated. Okay, so it will take few seconds. If you are not satisfied with these titles, you just click it, copy it, open the ChatGPT, then you just rewrite it, rephrase it, paraphrase it, again rewrite it. Then you will have 5 or 6 versions of the title. Any title from that versions you can use for your paper, right? And now another things I am going to generate the abstract. Okay, as I have already generated the title, now I am going to see this part, how we can arrange the author. If you in your paper there are 9 or 10 authors with their affiliations, email ID, ORCID ID. So it's a very difficult task for a researcher to arrange all those researcher names in a paper, okay, properly. So that is why I am going to use this tool. The name of the tool is Author Arranger. Okay, Author Arranger. You see, Author Arranger, they conquer journal title pages in seconds. You just click Author Arranger tool and now download template and open the template. You see, open the third tab, authors. You just insert the author's details, title, first name, middle name, last name, degree, ORCID ID, email ID, department. You just, suppose you have 10 authors. You just insert the 10 records. Then save it. Okay, once you save it, there are 10 authors. Now click on browse and upload that file. Once you upload, it will generate the author arranger report. So suppose I am going to take an example for the simplicity, load sample. You see, within seconds, it will arrange the author name along with their whereabouts. If you want to change number 1 to number 2, then you just select here. You can see a title, first name, middle name, the title, and accordingly it will change. Once you completed your process, you just download the docx file and then paste to your paper, right? So second thing completed. Now the third portion is how I can generate the abstract. So in order to generate the abstract, you just copy from the introduction to conclusion part without table, pictures, and any other pictorial diagram that are included in your paper. Once you copy it and paste it, it will generate the abstract. You see, click on widget, generate abstract generator. Now paste your paper from your introduction up to and including your conclusion. Once you paste here, it will generate abstract. Now you can tell me, but you can ask me why should I upload the entire paper? Because it may be plagiarized. Okay. So in order to alleviate the issues, you just see this line. Your data is fully encrypted and never stored. So easily you can upload the introduction part up to the conclusion part in order to generate the abstract. Besides, you can also use this tool, that is the class gist. Okay, abstract generator. So it will generate the abstract. Okay, you see, you just fill out the process, methodology, research findings. Okay, now the third tool. Now I have to write the introduction part, methodology part, result discussion part, literature survey part, but I am not able to write these things properly. So that is why I am going to give you the name of the site, that is the Manchester Academic Press Bank of Manchester University. Okay. Or OWL Purdue University. OWL Purdue University. Okay. Now you see here from the Manchester University, once you type in the URL and hit the button, you will be taken to this page. Now I am going to write the methodological parts. But suppose I want to write the introduction part of my research thesis or research papers. Just click here, introducing work. Now you see the ready-made sentences are available for each portion or each section of the introduction. Suppose if you want to establish the importance of the topic for the disciplines, then how we can write this one? So that is why this paper, you have come to the right place, and this is the right place from where you can get the ready-made sentences for your paper that is fully plagiarized free. Now see, suppose I would like to refer the previous work, previous research work to establish what is already known. Then click here. You see, the ready-made sentences are here. And not only that, the combination of words, so that using words, you can generate various sentences, various type of sentences. Suppose a number of studies have identified, have attempted to, have suggested that. Our several studies have explored the risk factor associated with. Then you write rest of the part, what you would like to insert. That is the main important things and best things for these sites. Suppose if you want to write the conclusion parts, but you don't know how to write from where you can start. So that is why I am using the tool writing. Now see, you just going to get the already paper. Now there is a tool for writing purpose, Purdue online writing lab. You just get APA guide, MLA guide, accordingly how to avoid plagiarism. There is a guide you can get. Now I am going to use how to generate the citation. Okay. That is why I am going to SciSpace, citation generator. Okay. You click on the citation generator. Suppose I am going to cite a book chapter or patent in APA style. As you know, there are near about 2000 plus style, APA style, MLA style, ITP style, Plauson, Wiley, Springer Nature. There are a lot of citations styles are there, but here I am going to generate the citation of patent. How we can cite the patent using the APA style. Just you see the APA style. Now you see, give the name of the patent title. Suppose I am going to give the patent title. Suppose container title, contributing authors, HHH, container name, this one, patent number 5688. Just see, I am giving a data. So once you click on cite, you see the right hand side. It has generated the main citations and not only that, in-text citation. So in-text citation of patent within seconds you can generate. Main citations of the patent you can generate within seconds. So citation generation, you can use the tool. Now I am going to generate the picture. So that is why I am going to use the tool Napkin AI. Okay. The visual AI for storytelling, you just get napkin free here. Now you just write only one line and within seconds it will generate the, you see, AI in education. I would like to generate a picture from here. And now click, once you click here, thunderstorm like blue circle, you see, click on that and you see. It will generate near about 20 plus pictures on the content AI in educations. And any picture you can take it out, paste to your academic papers. That is fully plagiarized free. Okay. So it will take few seconds. Right. So it will generate the picture within seconds. Right. Just a minute. Now see, I have generated the title using Rightful tool. I have arranged the author using author arranger. I have generated the abstract using ClassGist or abstractlizer, or you can use the Rightful tool. How I can include the means sentences, then how I can generate the picture, how to generate citations. So that are already I have covered. Now I can use the AI tools. Okay. Just a minute. You see here, AI in research, design and methodology. So this type of picture has been generated using the napkin. It's a free tool you can use. Now your content is ready. Okay. Your content is ready. This is the time to how to detect the AI detection, how to humanize the content. Oh, time is over.
Sir, we have some more time. You can go ahead.
Okay. So now I am going to check whether the content is AI detected or not. So if you want to humanize the content that is generated by AI, there are a lot of process are involved. In this regard, I have uh, generated a video how to humanize the AI content. First of all, you have to give the prompt to AI, ChatGPT, that please give me the phrases, words, and some characters that you have often that you have generated frequently. ChatGPT will give you endeavor, streamline, revolution, such type of in context, in the age of AI. That is the frequent phrases or words. You just copy near about 50 such types of phrases and contents. Then at the time of writing or during the time of writing the prompt, at the end of the prompt, you just write, don't include the following phrases and words. Okay? Suppose act as a professor, write a paper on this academic tone use, you can use the academic tone. Any blah blah blah, you just write down. Then at the end of the prompt, you just write, don't include such type of information. And there is a M dash. You see, when you use the chat GPT, use M dash, you are going to get M dash. Okay, M dash means a long dash. This type of long dash. Often, frequently, it generates the M dash. EMDASH. So you also tell the ChatGPT not to include the M dash. And not only that, you can also follow this guide. This one. Okay, here's a smart way of using AI for academic writing purposes. Ask AI to generate a write-up for a given topic. Take the write-up and start writing your own sentences based on that. So along the way, fill the gaps the AI left and add citations. Your text will be 100% human. And in addition to that, you can also use the AI humanizer. Okay, here you click on the AI humanizer. This is the number one AI humanizer in the world, and you are going to get the human-like content in seconds with free credits. So there are a lot of things you can use to humanize. But what about AI detection? No AI detection tool is there to detect the AI content. But still, you can humanize it, avoid it. If you want to see the size space, AI detector tool, open here. This content, you see, this content is generated by the ChatGPT. Once you analyze it, see the right hand side, 100% mostly AI. But if you generated the content using the ChatGPT, then you humanize it and you add your own writing. Suppose this one, AI plus human text. If you analyze it, oh, just return. So it will show you only 30%. So there is no specific rule to detect the AI content. Recently, I authenticate, they have integrated AI paraphrasing, AI tool, but there is a lot of tools like copy leaks, zero leaks. There are various type of tools for detecting the AI. Now, everything is over. How I can review my own paper? Okay, that is why you are going to reviewer 3 tool. AI will review your paper. Start for peer review. Okay, as your author, sorry. Just a minute, it is not working. Oh, you just upload your paper here. It is not working now. The name of the tool is Reviewer 3. You just upload your paper in PDF or Word document for comprehensive review. Once you upload your paper, Reviewer 3 will assign 3 or 4 reviewers to review your topic, right? Then that 4 reviewers, after completing their review, it will send to the editor, and you will see the flow and the visualization is there, how they are sending the paper to the editor, and editor at the end of the process will give you the PDF report. Not only that, you can also access separately each reviewer's content so that you can realize. In this regard, you can also use the tool Notebook LM. Notebook LM. Okay, the nice tool. You just create a notebook. Okay, you just upload your paper and create audio in any language, Hindi, Bengali, Marathi, Gujarati, Tamil, Telugu, lot of options are there. You just upload your paper and notebook LM tool will select two characters, one male and female characters, and these two characters will discuss about your paper and critically review your paper, so that if you watch the video or audio, then you can get the lacuna of whatever you have inside the paper, and accordingly you can detect it and you can check it for correction purpose. So it's a nice tool. Not only that, for literature, if you just upload 20 papers of same type papers from same field, it will generate the knowledge base, and from that knowledge basis, you can start asking questions whatever you have about the 20 papers in order to get the proper insights, actionable insights from that paper. That is the beauty of the tool. Now, many researchers in many various classes have asked me about the how we can declare what type of informations we have generated, we have collected, we have created using the AI tools. How we can inform to the editor for the transparency. Because academic integrity, ethics, and transparency is one of the most important things while you use the AI tools. Because at present you don't know the algorithms, the social mechanisms, and what type of data they have trained, whether it is a proprietary data or non-proprietary data, open access data, non-open access data, you don't know. But without knowing everything, you are using the AI tools. So you have to maintain the integrity, and you have to check with the sources whatever you have generated. So now I am going to share with their tool. That's a nice tool so that you can declare it. You can first of all also follow the rule of the journal house, because each journal house has their own unique AI features or policy, and based on that policy you can give the disclaimer or something types like written that such type of information I have collected or I have used for AI. So in order to do that, I am going to use the tool, the GAIDET declaration generator. Okay. You see, number one, who delegated the tasks. Suppose you write collective responsibility or side collective responsibility, right? Or collective. Which LLM was used for research purpose. Means in order to disclose the use of generative AI, fill in the relevant fields, after which the declaration will be generated automatically, and copy its text and insert it into your manuscript, so that journal house can understand for what purpose and for which purpose you have used the AI and where. I have used the GPT-5. Okay. Select delegated tasks. Suppose in conceptualization, as I already mentioned, how to identify research gap, how to generate idea, how to formulate research questions or hypotheses. You can use AI tools each and every, each section. So I have used defining the research objective.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you, sir. Due to the time limitation, we have to stop the session. Sir, we have some questions. Please, can I share the questions, please?
Okay.
Okay, sir. So the first question is, what is the difference between the journal prompt and deep search? Please clarify. Soma Shekhar Gorish Sethi. She asked this question.
What is the
What is the difference between the journal prompt and deep search?
Journal prompt.
Yes, sir. General prompt.
Oh, general prompt and research. Okay.
Yes.
It's a nice question. Actual deep search means you are going to use the AI proper way. Means it is an AI assisted search. It a multi-step exploration process. Means suppose if you think, suppose if we want to conduct the literature review, right? So for literature review, you have to collect the papers. Means you have to gather the papers. You have to analyze the papers. You have synthesized the informations from multiple sources, and you have to sort it, and you have to write the comprehensive report. So deep search technology, if you used, there are various tools are involved in order to complete this process to produce the comprehensive insight. That is the deep search, means depth, breadth, and synthesis. A general prompt means specific instructions. If you follow the rule, there are various type of rules like direct user control, determinants of quality output, simply highly structured. Means if you give the proper prompt, then you are going to get the proper result, but you don't know, or you are not going to see the what is happening inside the system. But if you use the deep research, you can see you are collecting data, you are synthesizing data, you are not seeing such type of information, but you are going to get the result. That is the main difference.
Next question is uh, how to find whether information given is true or not in case of hallucination, by Susmita ji.
How to?
How to find whether information given is true or not in case of hallucination.
In case of
Hallucination.
hallucinations.
Yes.
Hallucinations, you have to check it manually, or you have to verify with the sources. Or if you want get the proper information, then you have to write the proper prompt using the prompt engineering. That is the main thing, and you have to use the latest information. If you are using the free version, that is going to provide you 2023 September data, or you are going to collect the data that has been published after 2023. So definitely we will get the hallucinations. Okay.
Yes. So next question is from Dr. Sri Ram. What is AI plagiarism where journal is not accepting any AI generated content?
Why AI journal is not accepting AI generated paper?
Contents.
Actually, if you just generate the content using AI, or you are not humanizing it, or you are not modifying it, then definitely it will be AI content detection will detect the AI content. You just see here. That is why I have written here. A smart way of using AI for academic writing purposes. First of all, you ask the generative AI to generate a write-up on a given topic, and take that write-up and start writing your own sentences. Means you have to humanize the content 100%, so that your text will be 100% human. Then you can avoid. Otherwise, there is no concept that AI journal will not going to take AI content generated. That is not the right things. You have to maintain the policy of the AI journal house.
So one more question is there from Arvind Sahu. So how can we create a high quality questionnaires for survey research using AI tools?
Actually, your voice is breaking. Please tell me again, sir.
How can we create a high quality questionnaire for survey research using AI tools.
Using AI tools. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, if you give the proper prompt, first of all, suppose you see, I am opening ChatGPT. Okay. I am opening ChatGPT or any tool. Claude, you can use Claude, a nice tool. You see the tool ChatGPT. You just write here, new text, new chat. Okay. I would like to generate high quality questionnaires. Questionnaire survey. Give me one comprehensive prompt. Okay. You see. This is the comprehensive prompt here. Now you just insert your topic, your research objectives, target populations, and then copy it and paste it again. Okay. Then you are going to get the proper answers. So you just write the prompt in order to generate the prompt that are very much effective, robust, and efficient in order to get the proper content. Then you are going to get the good results. So you just write the prompt, then generate a prompt, paste the prompt, and you customize it as per your query, then you are going to get the good results. Or there is a Survey Monkey, Microsoft, Google, so there you can also use for survey purpose. Or for survey purpose analysis, you can use the qualitative or quantitative data tool, that is the AI Lizer. Nice tool you can use. AI Lize, excellent tool for analyzing the qualitative data. And for quantitative data, you can think of it as Excel, ChatGPT, and Python, that is called the Julia. Nice tool for data analysis, that is the quantitative data. You can use also these tools for survey purpose, means first tool, that is the AI Lize, and second tool, the AI data analyst. The name of the tool is Julius. Okay, sir. Thank you. If you want to know more, you can visit my Facebook page, or I have a blog, researcherscience.com. If you have any questions, because I have been given a title and time, so it's a very short. It will take near about 15 days workshop if you want to complete the AI across the research cycle topic. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for
In
answering
this
all.
regard, we have already conducted 2 or 3 workshops. In July, we are also going to hands-on workshop in AI in academic research in our university. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for answering all these questions.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
On the behalf of IST FC Library, Ashoka University, I would like to thank Dr. Ujjal Marjit for sharing the insightful session on the AI tools, their roles, their research life cycles. The session was highly informative, and we will keep trying to host the same sessions, more interesting sessions with our renowned speaker in the near future. So, sir, thank you so much. And I would also like to thank our director, Dr. Santanu Ganguly, for all his supports. So, I would also like to request you to please share the PPTs with us after this session, sir. And
Okay.
For all participants, please join us again tomorrow for the same session. We have a new session, navigating multi-dimensional research metrics from impact factor to all metric indicator by Dr. Vidyarthi Dutta on the same time. Looking forward to see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you all.
Okay. May I leave now?
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.